plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spend most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich all day. Baby, show me what your mama made and made up. Yeah, made up. You got such a pretty face, but I want.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. One team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Calvin Austin on the return. Showing a little burst so far. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes second and 2.
All right, let's go.
Another game to Judkins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. First and 10.
Lawrence in the pistol. That's complete. It's a rookie from Georgia. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Putting a receiver in motion. Lawrence with it on first. Kraft has it. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Soko, hi. Sink right, open. Sink right.
They go play action. Lawrence. Complete to DK Metcalf. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Hand off to the back. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Complete out to the right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Chuck now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Shock working from the gun. Continuing to move past the 45. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Third down, here's Shuck. That's caught for the first. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Devon Fuller bringing that play to an end. Offense up to the line pass.
It's a pickup of 6.
Going from the gun here.
It's up 2nd and 4 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Oh, he got it! Interception!
That's one of those drives, Keith, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
They connect on the deep shot. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Dumped off to his running back. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series. Quite like getting stuck for a loss.
The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Justin Reed with the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another one for Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Steeler 1st down.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He throws a bullet to the center. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Chuck now on first down. Finding Johnson once more. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Shuck to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Off the play action, Chuck. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. The clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment.
10 at the 13-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the
Throwing,
13-yard
shot.
line.
This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Tag. 70 Lions. Go.
Shot with a quick toss out wide. And they are on it, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Trying for it with Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Saints 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardy on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take one Hardy on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10. At their own
In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Lawrence in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Saints 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. They connect on the trick play. And he's brought down. What a surprise with the double pass there. Gets him a first down. The Saints calling for a timeout. So they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Come on, set. 60.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Go! Warrior 70, 70 Lion. Trap 60, 19 tight, 9 Dragon 60. Check go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Rolling left, buying some time. On the wide open, downfield, got it! How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Motion.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. And this is going to be a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints making a one-score game before halftime. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Austin. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up
So we're through 2
2nd and
quarters
11
now, still a half of
at the
football to be
19-yard
played.
line.
We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Boswell on to send this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. So first down from the 41.
79 Brook. Set up. 7 18 Pioneer. 19 Lion.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take the risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go. Cougar, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Shuck working from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shuck now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. He's got room to roam. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Bait snap for the point after. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Hardy on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 6-yard gain on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on the first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Lawrence working from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This is a heater going deep. It looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They've got a man in motion.
Let's go. Take right open. 11, again. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Steelers.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Looking quickly here.
Roman Wilson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
Going
2.
again, here's Lawrence.
17-yard line.
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Shuck now on first down. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shuck to throw. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shuck's going to throw here. Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic that worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They'll try and punch it in. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints take a fourth quarter lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Second down now. They need 7.
Second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Man in motion here. On play action now. Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here came Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that makes it third down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
That's good for a Steelers.
Slot man motioned over.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
First and 10. It's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. First and 10. From the 43.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Steeler first
Again,
down.
it's Lawrence to throw. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Pistol snap here to Shuck. Finds him on the crossing route. Running down the left side. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth-quarter lead. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 28.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Lawrence in the pistol. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
They send a man in motion.
at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. From the gun, Judkins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 2. And a Steelers.
Going on first down, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Kraft has it. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on it. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Up by Washington, left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Back to the air, Lawrence. The right side, caught by Wilson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the hurry up here.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
First down throw, Lawrence. He rolls to his right. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 35 apiece. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Looks away from one. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
Here we go.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And those running lanes are closing up fast start thing. He's held to just a yard. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first start to this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
First and 10 from the 43. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on for their passing game.
First down from the 41.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panthers check. Fresno. 79 Broncos. 18, Cup 19, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Come on.
He'll look to throw it. That's incomplete left side.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now. He's got it right side. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16, a great throw to a nice route and catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
25-yard line.
Hand off now from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
We'll find that for a few. It's third down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Back-to-back carries here. They're moving strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So everything comes down to this from Jake Bates. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.